For legendary actor Gene Hackman, his wife and their dog were all found dead inside of their home. Now, according to a search warrant, investigators found no signs of carbon monoxide.
Just when we thought the mystery surrounding Gene Hackman's final days couldn't get any darker, a chilling new video has surfaced. And this time, it's not about Hackman himself. It's about his beloved dog. A viral video is now spreading across the internet, showing disturbing footage of Hackman's dog's final moments, and what it reveals is more terrifying than anyone expected. Some say it proves foul play. Others believe it was a warning. But one thing is certain, this was not a natural death. The video they never wanted you to see. The footage, leaked anonymously, appears to show Hackman's dog collapsing suddenly, as if something was happening to it in real time. One moment, the dog is standing, alert. The next, it begins staggering, as if dizzy or disoriented. Then, it lets out a chilling, painful howl, before collapsing completely. Something was wrong. But the most disturbing detail? The dog was alone when it happened. No sign of Hackman. No sign of struggle. Just sudden, unexplained distress. And then, gone. The timing is too suspicious. Let's not forget, Hackman's dog died just days before Hackman himself. Was this just a coincidence, or was it a calculated message? Because now, with this video surfacing, experts are beginning to suspect the unthinkable. Was the dog poisoned? Did someone break into Hackman's home and do something to it? Or did the dog react to something terrifying? Something it saw but couldn't escape? And most importantly, was Hackman next? A closer look at the video. Disturbing clues emerge. Forensic experts have already analyzed the footage, and their findings are deeply unsettling. No signs of a struggle, meaning the dog wasn't attacked physically. No visible wounds, but distressing behavior suggests internal damage. Bloodshot eyes before collapse, a potential sign of toxin exposure or suffocation. Strange shadows in the background. Some claim they see movement, but no clear figure can be identified. What does this mean? Many now believe the dog didn't just die, it was targeted. Did the dog uncover something it wasn't supposed to? Another theory has emerged, one that is even more chilling. What if the dog sensed something? Did it hear something beneath the house? Did it see an intruder in the shadows? Was it reacting to a threat that Hackman never saw coming? Dogs are known for their heightened senses. They can pick up on danger long before humans do. So what if this wasn't just a poisoning or a random event? What if this was the dog's final warning before it was silenced? And if that's true, what was it trying to warn Hackman about? The FBI's involvement. Why did they seize the footage? The most disturbing part? The FBI was notified about the video the moment it went viral, and instead of dismissing it as unimportant, they immediately stepped in to have it removed from multiple platforms. Copies were wiped from social media. Original uploaders were silenced or had their accounts suspended. The full version of the footage is now nearly impossible to find. Why? If this was just a simple case of a dog's death, why go to such extreme lengths to hide it? Unless it proves something they don't want the world to see. Theories that can't be ignored. With every passing hour, more people are piecing together the disturbing puzzle. Here are the leading theories. 1. The dog was poisoned as a warning to Hackman. Hackman had dangerous information and was possibly being watched. The death of his dog was a psychological attack, a message that he was next. 2. The dog was eliminated for what it saw. What if the dog witnessed someone breaking into Hackman's property? What if it was silenced before it could alert Hackman to what was coming? 3. There was something in Hackman's house that killed it. Was there a hidden gas leak, a secret toxin, or an experimental substance that caused the dog to die? And if so, was Hackman exposed to it next? 4. The video was released as a distraction from the bigger truth. What if someone leaked the footage on purpose to steer attention away from what really happened to Hackman? The dog's death may be a smaller piece of a much bigger conspiracy. One thing is for sure, this video was never meant to go public. And now that it has, the FBI is working overtime to bury it. What happens next? The full video is being removed from the internet at an alarming rate. People who have seen it describe the footage as deeply unsettling. And still, no official explanation has been given for why Hackman's dog died in such a disturbing way. But the timeline is impossible to ignore. The dog dies mysteriously. Days later, Hackman himself is dead. Now the FBI is scrambling to erase any evidence. Something isn't right, and the more they try to hide the truth, the more suspicious it becomes. Why didn't Gene Hackman's kids check in on him? The mysterious family secrets revealed. A legend left alone. But why? Gene Hackman was one of Hollywood's greatest actors, a man whose presence on screen commanded respect. Yet, in his later years, he disappeared from the spotlight, retiring to a quiet life in Santa Fe, New Mexico. But what's most unsettling isn't his retirement. It's the fact that despite his legendary career and wealth, his own children seemingly never checked in on him. As the world mourned his passing, one question echoed louder than the rest. Why was Gene Hackman left to live out his final days in isolation? Where were his kids, and why didn't they step in? The family that never looked back. Hackman had 3 children, Christopher, Leslie, and Elizabeth Hackman. Unlike their father, they stayed far from Hollywood's limelight, living private lives away from the industry that made their dad a household name. But what's strange is that they were almost never seen publicly with him. Unlike other celebrity families, where children are often spotted supporting their parents at events, the Hackman kids were virtually absent from their father's later life. Even as his health declined, even as he aged into his 90s, his children never seemed to be around. Why? Was there a falling out that nobody knew about? Did Gene push them away? Or was there something deeper, something buried in the shadows of his past? The shocking lack of contact. By the time Hackman entered his later years, he was living in complete privacy. Unlike many other aging stars, he had no major public support system, no family gatherings, no children by his side. And when his death was announced, his children didn't release any statements. There was no public tribute, no emotional message about losing a father, no stories of cherished memories. It was as if he had already been forgotten long before he passed. Was there a broken relationship? Sources close to Hackman suggest that his family was never truly close. Reports indicate that after his divorce from his first wife, Faye Maltese, in 1986, his relationship with his children began to fade. Did the divorce create a divide that was never repaired? Did Hackman's dedication to his Hollywood career come at the cost of his family bonds? Friends claim that, even before his retirement, Hackman had grown distant from his children. Some say he was simply a private man who didn't like attachments. Others believe there was a rift that no one ever spoke about. If that's the case, the question becomes, who distanced themselves first, Gene or his kids? A man who never looked back. One thing is clear, Hackman didn't seem to chase after relationships. Even as he stepped away from acting, even as his health declined, he made no effort to reconnect publicly with his children. Some believe that, after spending his life in the spotlight, he simply wanted to be left alone. Others think he harbored regrets, but felt it was too late to fix things. And then, there's the more chilling possibility. What if there was something that kept his children away? Did his children know something we didn't? As more details emerged after his passing, some started questioning whether Hackman's children were avoiding him for a reason. Was there something about his life, something about his past, that made them want to keep their distance? Did they uncover something about their father that changed their perception of him? Was there a deep-rooted issue, hidden from the public, that fractured their relationship beyond repair? Or were they simply uninterested in reconnecting, choosing their own paths away from their father's shadow? The truth remains elusive, but one fact is undeniable. Gene Hackman, one of Hollywood's greatest stars, spent his final years alone. And his children? They never came back. A sad Hollywood legacy. Gene Hackman's death marks the end of an era, but it also leaves behind an unsettling truth that even the most successful, the most celebrated, the most talented individuals can find themselves alone.
The deaths of Oscar-winning actor Gene Hackman and his wife, whose bodies were found in their Santa Fe home.
Some blood pressure and thyroid medication, as well as a medical record inside the home as they hunt for more clues.
When Gene Hackman and his wife passed away, The world assumed it was a simple case of natural causes. But what happened after their deaths has raised disturbing questions. Questions that no one in the media is addressing. Because now, shocking reports suggest their bodies did not follow a normal post-mortem process. Where were they taken? Why have key medical records been sealed? And why did authorities move so quickly to remove all traces of their remains? Something isn't adding up, and the more we dig into this mystery, the more unsettling it becomes. Their bodies vanished without a trace. Following their passing, Hackman and his wife's remains should have gone through standard procedures: an autopsy, a formal medical report, a burial or cremation with family involvement. But instead, something highly unusual happened. Official records of their post-mortem process have been heavily redacted. Their bodies were removed from the medical examiner's office faster than normal. Multiple sources claim that authorities handled the situation before family members could intervene. Why? What was the rush? And more importantly, where did their bodies go? The autopsy results. Why the secrecy? Medical professionals expected to conduct routine examinations on both Hackman and his wife. But according to insiders, the bodies were taken before a full toxicology report could even be completed. Even more disturbing? Some reports suggest that the official cause of death kept changing. First, natural causes, then undisclosed medical complications. Key samples were taken but never analyzed. At least one examiner was reportedly removed from the case. If there was nothing suspicious about their deaths, why did officials interfere with the autopsy process? The unmarked transport vehicles. Where were they taken? According to witnesses at the scene, Hackman and his wife's bodies were loaded into an unmarked black van instead of a standard medical transport, driven to a location that does not appear in official records, never seen again in any documented public facility. This isn't how things are supposed to happen. Where were they taken? Why wasn't there a formal funeral or memorial service? And why hasn't the family demanded answers? Could they have been threatened into silence? Or is something far more disturbing at play? FBI involvement? A government cover-up? Things took an even darker turn when it was revealed that federal agents arrived at the facility shortly after the bodies were taken. Why would the FBI need to be involved in a celebrity's passing? One possible explanation? Hackman and his wife knew something they weren't supposed to. And whatever they knew, authorities made sure it would never get out. One medical staffer speaking anonymously reported, "This was not normal. The moment federal agents showed up, everything changed. The bodies were taken, and we were told not to ask questions." Not to ask questions? What were they trying to hide? Conflicting funeral reports. Was there a body at all? Officially, there was a private service for Hackman and his wife, but sources who were close to the family claim something strange happened. No open casket. No confirmed identification of the remains. Only a select few allowed at the service, and they've refused to speak about what they saw. One chilling theory? The bodies weren't even there. If true, that would mean Hackman and his wife's remains were hidden or disposed of somewhere else entirely. But why? What did their bodies contain that was so dangerous it had to be erased? Theory 1. Hackman discovered something he shouldn't have. What if Hackman's death wasn't natural at all? What if he was silenced because he was about to reveal a massive secret, one that powerful people didn't want exposed? If so, his body might have contained evidence that needed to be destroyed before an independent examination could take place. This could explain the rushed removal of the remains, the redacted autopsy reports, the government's involvement. Hackman's last days were filled with paranoia. Some reports even suggest he was trying to warn someone. Did he know this was coming? Theory 2. Something was done to them post-mortem. Another chilling possibility? Hackman and his wife's bodies were tampered with after death. Were medical samples altered to remove signs of foul play? Were their remains disposed of to cover up what truly happened? Was something even more sinister done? Something that would explain why no one was allowed to see them again? One eerie clue? A hospital staff member reported seeing strange equipment being used near Hackman's body before it was taken. If true, What were they doing to him? Theory 3. The family knows but can't speak. One of the biggest red flags in this entire case? Hackman's family has remained silent. No public outrage, no demand for answers, no independent investigation. It's almost as if they've been told to keep quiet. Were they threatened? Paid off? Or do they know something that would put them in danger if they spoke up? One thing is certain. Hackman's body vanished, and no one is talking. What happens next? Right now, the truth is being buried. No public access to autopsy reports. No trace of the bodies. No answers from anyone involved. But the questions aren't going away. Where are Gene Hackman and his wife's bodies? Why was their post-mortem process handled so suspiciously? And what was so dangerous that it had to be erased forever? Because whatever they were trying to hide, it didn't die with Hackman. FBI discovers secret tunnel under Gene Hackman's mansion. They turn pale when they see what's inside. The mysterious deaths of legendary actor Gene Hackman and his wife took a shocking turn when FBI investigators uncovered a secret tunnel beneath their $4 million New Mexico mansion. What they found inside left them stunned and speechless. The hidden passageway, buried deep under the estate, has sparked endless speculation. Was it tied to their deaths? Or did it hide something far more sinister? As authorities remain tight-lipped, the world is left wondering what could have possibly turned their faces pale. Mysterious contents. When FBI agents first entered the hidden tunnel beneath Gene Hackman's mansion, they were met with a sight that left them speechless. The dark, damp space was filled with mysterious contents that seemed to be waiting for someone to uncover them. As they shone their flashlights around, the eerie glow revealed a collection of items that sparked curiosity and speculation. Among the first things they noticed were old crates stacked against the walls. Some were covered in dust, suggesting they hadn't been touched in years. What could be inside? As agents carefully opened a few of the crates, they found a mix of strange objects. Some contained old photographs, faded and worn, showing people who looked like they belonged to another time. Others held stacks of yellowed papers, possibly journals or letters that hinted at secrets long kept. One crate even held a collection of peculiar tools, some of which looked like they belonged to a craftsman, while others appeared more like equipment used for strange experiments. The agents exchanged glances, wondering what kind of activities had taken place in this hidden space. As they dug deeper, they discovered odd symbols etched into the walls and strange markings on the floor, raising even more questions. Were these remnants of Hackman's past, or did they point to something more sinister? Each item sparked wild theories about what Hackman might have been involved in. The contents of the tunnel now hold the key to a mystery that many want to solve. As investigators continue to piece together the story behind these strange finds, the public eagerly awaits each new detail, hoping to uncover the truth hidden away in the shadows. Estate's value and secrecy. Gene Hackman's estate is known for its high value and hidden secrets. Valued at around $4 million, this grand property stands as a symbol of wealth and a life of mystery. Tucked away in a quiet and secluded area, the mansion is surrounded by tall walls and a strong gate, ensuring privacy for its occupants. Every detail, from the well-kept gardens to the spacious rooms, adds to the estate's impressive reputation. Beyond its beautiful exterior and secure design, there lies an air of secrecy that has captured the public's curiosity. Recently, investigators made an unexpected discovery: a secret tunnel beneath the property. This hidden passage has added a new twist to a home already filled with whispers and unanswered questions. Many now wonder if the tunnel served as an escape route during times of danger, or if it was built to hide important documents and treasured items. The tunnel raises questions about the true story of the mansion and the secret life of its owner. The estate's value is not just measured in dollars. It is also defined by the layers of mystery that surround it. The careful planning and strong security suggest that steps were taken to keep certain parts of the life here hidden from the world. Each new clue uncovered makes the estate even more intriguing. As investigators continue to explore the tunnel and other hidden areas, the story behind Gene Hackman's home grows even more fascinating. In the end, this property is much more than a luxurious residence. It is a vault of secrets waiting to be revealed. These details enhance the estate's allure, stirring whispers among locals and experts alike, as every discovery adds weight to the mystery and leaves everyone longing for the truth beyond measure. Hidden tunnel discovery. The shocking discovery of a hidden tunnel beneath Gene Hackman's grand estate has raised many questions among the people who once admired the legendary actor. The tunnel, concealed under thick layers of soil, was found by FBI agents investigating the mysterious circumstances around Hackman's recent death. Many wonder how something so secret could remain unknown in his otherwise impressive property. Early reports say that the tunnel may have been built years ago, possibly for radical purposes, or maybe as a simple passageway for privacy. Some suggest it could lead to a hidden safe room, while others believe it might connect to nearby properties. Even so, nobody is entirely certain why Hackman, a public figure, would keep this tunnel a secret. As investigators explore deeper, they face strange clues that hint at possible hidden documents or unusual equipment. One agent even described finding odd symbols scratched into the walls, though details remain vague. These baffling signs bring more questions. Did Hackman hide evidence of an undisclosed project? Or did he simply enjoy the thrill of owning a secret, secluded underground hideaway? Officials are also reviewing property records to see if local builders or previous owners knew about this underground structure. Some neighbors recall stories of workers who vanished after a single day on the job, hinting at hush-hush activities. Others think it could be nothing more than an old escape route. Still, the sudden focus on the tunnel has people talking. For now, the hidden tunnel remains a puzzle. With each passing day, more rumors spread about secret treasures or dealings beneath Hackman's home. Whether it proves to be a simple relic or a key to a grand mystery, this find has captured the public's imagination and refuses to let go. Connection to suspicious deaths. The discovery of a hidden tunnel beneath Gene Hackman's mansion has raised eyebrows and sparked intense speculation about its connection to the suspicious deaths of the actor and his wife, Betsy. As investigators dug deeper into the mystery, many started to wonder if the tunnel held clues that could explain what really happened in their final days. With Hackman's recent passing and the strange circumstances surrounding it, the tunnel's existence feels like more than just a coincidence. Some believe it could have served as a secret escape route, allowing someone to enter or leave the house unnoticed. This idea leads to troubling questions. Was someone trying to avoid being seen? Or worse, were they trying to hide something? As investigators sift through the mysterious contents found in the tunnel, they are looking for any links to the couple's deaths. Old documents, photographs, and unusual items might reveal a hidden life that Hackman kept from the public eye. The eerie symbols found on the walls only add to the intrigue, as they could suggest a deeper story involving secret dealings or hidden relationships. Neighbors and friends have begun to share their own theories. Some recall odd conversations they had with Hackman, hinting at trouble in his life that nobody knew about. Others remember strange visitors coming and going from the estate, raising questions about who might have been involved. As the investigation continues, the connection between the tunnel and the suspicious deaths remains unclear. Every new piece of evidence could either clarify the mystery or deepen it. The world watches closely, eager for answers that might reveal the truth behind the shadows of Hackman's life and untimely death. Authorities' silence. In times of mystery and strange discoveries, one thing can be most unsettling: the silence of the authorities. After the unsettling events at Gene Hackman's estate, where hidden tunnels and odd evidence were found, officials have chosen to speak very little. This silence has only added fuel to the fire of rumors and wild guesses. People are looking for clear answers about what really happened at the mansion. Despite several visits by FBI agents who carefully searched the secret tunnel and uncovered mysterious items, authorities have kept details under wraps. Instead of giving a clear story, they offer only brief statements that leave many questions unanswered. This lack of information has made families, neighbors, and curious onlookers feel left in the dark. The quiet response from those in charge has intensified the mystery, driving the public to speculate about hidden secrets and possible cover-ups. With each press conference and news report, the authorities' limited words seem to hint that there might be more to the story than they are ready to share. Every time reporters ask for more details, only vague replies are given. This ongoing silence is like an unopened book, holding secrets that many are desperate to learn. Social media buzzes with theories, and everyday people are piecing together clues, wondering if there is a deeper truth behind the guarded answers. For now, the story remains wrapped in quiet mystery. The silence of the authorities makes it difficult to know what is fact and what is rumor. As days go by, the hope grows that someone will soon break that silence and share the truth behind the astonishing events at Hackman's estate. Potential evidence.